Hey friends, how's it going? I hope everyone's having a good holiday season. And I'm just going to be doing my normal setup, as always. And I should have cleared my throat before starting this. Nope, there we go. Another way to start a video than just randomly. Alright, I don't know how long I've been live because it just refreshed and says live for 10 seconds, but I've been talking for a minute. Maybe I've come in at an awkward time. Just in case, I'll say, hey friends again. I hope everyone's having a good, fun holiday season. Is enjoying life. Is enjoying all things. Okay, now I see my stream. I always like to make sure it's going. I'm sure I've said this a million times in the past. So there's it for 1,000,001 times. And yeah, today I'm going to be drawing just an angel. I thought about doing something like more like engaging, like having the angel. Right, I'm going to close you now. Closing my windows. Sorry. Okay, I have my live stream window and I have my OBS. Now I can finally start. But I think I'm just going to go for like a more of a design today. We'll just take it easy. I know I keep saying that on all my live streams. I haven't even booted up my computer in several days. It's been crazy lately around here. I had to clear off a big, huge mess of yarn on my computer. I mean, on my desk. Okay. Yes, I had like a project I've been working on. I'm so like scatterbrained. Okay, so I'm just going to start out by just sketching the shape of the angel first. Oh, I have my Christmas music up. I've been trying to get that up for a couple streams, so I was glad that I had it. Oh, hey, Rubotani, how are you? Are you having a good holiday time? Hey, Peach Boba, how are you? Happy holidays. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of draw, you know, like a character sheet kind of angel. Oof, it's been a long time since I've drawn anything. I get those old motor functions going again. Yeah, so we'll just do messy sketches for now. I can fine tune it with the pen tool. Hey, Mariel Illustrations, how are you? Are you finally on break now? Alright, oh, I'm on multiply. I was like, why is this sometimes getting darker? Alright, so we'll get the face shape in. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. It's been a while since I've drawn, so I'm gonna have the computer help me as much as it can. Thank you, computer. Yeah, I was having a crazy week and I couldn't do my live stream on Wednesday. I didn't have like access to my computer at the minute anyways. So you guys will have to forgive me if you were coming by and I wasn't there. Okay, I don't want to fist too much with the head shape. That looks good. Get the neck in here. Let's have it like way here. And this one will turn out from here. Draw in some shoulders. Yeah, you're on vacation. That's awesome. Means you get to like sleep in, not have any homework. You're good not enjoying the season though. Oh. What are you not enjoying about it? Anything in particular or just usual stressful stuff? It's so glad that it's break, you need sleep, yeah. School certainly has a way of taking away sleep. Hopefully you catch lots of nice Z's. I don't know what I was saying there. But, you know, hopefully you get well rested and are ready to embrace the holiday season. Just kind of get something going here for her torso. And I guess I assumed I would be drawing a girl. Maybe that's like a little bit prejudice of me. Maybe I could have drawn a male angel. I just think I want to draw like the outfit and stuff and have it like have lots of frills. Hey, Broken Legend, how are you? Uh-huh. Then we're gonna have the leg. I guess she has more than one. Has anyone been watching any holiday movies or anything lately? I went with and watched I went to my parents and watched um, Klaus on Netflix. That was fun. It's a cute little movie. I really liked the animation in it. Okay, so I want this leg actually behind this leg. I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for this. So this one, its calf would be tilted like this. And then there'd be this shoe shape, something like this. I should just draw this one first because I want to confuse myself. Yeah, we'll have this one out like this. The kneecap will be like facing forward. So we'll have some outwards and then inwards. And then inwards. I'll move the foot over to match up that leg shape. So it's good to work on a computer when you can have that fine detailing. Yeah. Alright, I think this will work. I'm just gonna make her thigh a little bit bigger so that it's not so twiggy, I guess, but I don't want to say twiggy. It doesn't look quite right. So we'll have this be more of like the front of her leg, and this will be the back calf or something. I don't know. I'm messing with this leg too much. Klaus, that fish in American Dad, has his own movie. No, it's like a retelling of like how Santa came to be, I guess, and the woodsman in it. Without spoiling too much, the woodsman in it is named Klaus. There's the main character is like a little bit of like an untitled brat. He gets sent to like a mountainous, snowy place. But, I hope that doesn't spoil anything, but that's kind of the premise. It's a cute movie. I'd say the story was maybe like a 7 out of 10. The soundtrack I wasn't too crazy about. I think I'll have... How do I want her other leg? Maybe it'll just go behind her. I'll mess with it later. Maybe I'll have it actually... I don't know what I'm doing. I need this to cross over or something because it looks weird right now. So her leg can be like this, and that'll be a bit better. And yeah, we'll work on that as I go. That is a really messed up foot. I don't know how I want it to be. I can have it, if it goes back, usually they cross somewhat. So I'll just have it like kind of a straight cross like this. I'll work on that a bit later because it's really unbalanced right now. This maybe could come over a bit. I'll just warp it over like so. And that'll give this one more room. I'll come back to it. And I'm gonna draw the arms out like so. Yeah. Taking a quick drink. I forgot the fish's name on American Dad was Klaus. I always wish I could do like a German accent. I think they're pretty fun accents to do. I've heard that you're supposed to just speak really like staccato. So like instead of saying bed with a D, you're supposed to say bet. It's time to go to bed or something like that. It'd be fun to learn how to do an accent, I think. It's kind of a severe the thought of speaking. I guess that's okay. I think this needs to come over because it's a little bit strange. So I'll just tweak it as a sketch. So I'll warp this over a bit like that. So it's not like totally crossing into the other one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and gotta finish fleshing out her arms. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for her hands yet. I will probably wait till I zoom in and decide then. It's kind of hard to pre-sketch hands this far out. It's like, you know, the more zoomed out you are, the more smaller, I guess, in a way, you're drawing. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll have one come up. I don't know. I like it better when they're like out, like a regal kind of thing with the angel. You sound cute doing an accent. I don't know how cute a German accent is, but I guess thank you. Yeah, okay, so we'll just have that arm out like that. This hand kind of looks like it could be going... I don't know. I kind of like the idea of it going out. But maybe not. Let me shorten this a bit first of all. And then, can't make up my mind. I want the hand. Shorten this one up too a bit. Drawn the forearms a little too long. We'll have one go out like this. And the other one, I guess, will be like from behind. We might see, like if that was the thumb. Oof, I cannot draw this small. The pinky might be like that. You get the idea. Claw hand. I'll go in and fix that in a sec. Let me just fine tune the body shape first. And maybe shrink this head. I have a think about drawing. Be right back? Okay. I'll see you in a bit. And then how am I doing this leg? I guess we'll just have it going out like this. This works pretty good. Because I have it, just that little crossed look. It's fine. Okay, let me zoom all the way out. Nope, not spotlight search, please. Thank you. My computer's always trying to get me to spotlight search. I don't know what it is. I think I hit command, it's command spacebar, which in my opinion, it's not a great combo. If you have any knowledge of Mac keyboards, they always go... Sorry, I was taking a drink. The command is right next to the space, so if you accidentally hit the spacebar while hitting the command key, that comes up and you're like, no, get away. Terrible design. Okay, so we'll have the wings start like mid-back. I'm gonna kind of draw them out like this. We'll have them come up. I do like arcing wings, so we'll have them come up maybe in this shape, and this would be like starting here, coming up a little bit, trying to match that circular curve if I can. There we go. And then have them moving out. I gotta commit to a line here. Moving out in this shape. Maybe they'll come down, be nice big full wings. Does that look good? I think so. I'm gonna be weirdly picky and warp this one so its curvature is a little bit more high up. Maybe I'll just move it out like that. I'm just trying to get it to match this one over here. That looks pretty good. So that was before, and I just kind of curved it out of it, you know. It's a weird little thing. I might move this one in because it's a little bit longer than its twin over there. There we go. That's a good little skeletal shape for it. And then we'll have, you know, we'll do a quick sketch of the wings before we go on, since we're already zoomed out here. So there's like little feathery things here. If you have birds or whatever, the little feathers at the joint. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, but I can't verbalize it. I'm gonna have this go down. Hey Friday, how are you? And then have these little ones coming out like that. These are very Very messy. That's okay. We'll do the same thing over here. We'll have a few big ones over here. I'll probably make these actually a little bit bigger. Like that. Like that. Same thing over here. Oh, people will have to tell me if the music's too loud because I finally switched it to the Christmas music so I could have it for one stream since I went through the awful YouTube library picking out all that Christmas music. I don't know. The YouTube library, I think it's nice, and I don't think everything in it is that horrible. But I do think that I wish they had an easier way to search through it because you really have to just like listen to so much stuff before you can find what you're even like remotely looking for. You working out? Staying strong and fit through the holidays? I need to do that because I've been eating way too much sugar. I made caramel and I've eaten like half of it already. I mean, it's been a couple weeks, but I shouldn't have eaten that much caramel. It's so good though. I love caramel. And then I made some different various Christmas cookies and such. Okay, so let's have some of these big feathers come out. I can just keep them real sketchy for now. And the pen tool will help me smooth that out. And then this one can come down here like so. I like the idea of having, let's put a couple in between here and here. Alright, and then these will come up. And we'll get like the second flight wings or whatever. Your chest looks like a muffin house. Oh, it's a great muffin house though. Like the best muffin house. I can't like do my usual walks so much in the winter. I mean, I can, but I don't know. I get like nosebleeds because it's so cold out. And then I get back and my face is so red. So I'm just usually lazy. I don't do my walks. I'm debating if it would be ultra lazy of me just to copy that one wing. I'm gonna do it. I'll change it so the final one isn't an exact copy. But why not? We're on the computer. That's what the computer does. Shift V, flip it horizontally. And then I have a pretty good starting point. I'm gonna lift this one up a little bit. For this one, I can change a few little things about it. So it's not an exact replica. When I go over it with the pen tool, I'll be careful not to do both of them exactly the same. Just kind of mess these up. I don't really like this too much either. Alright, we got the wings more or less sketched in. Let's work on her outfit. I'm going to draw her face first. So I feel kind of bad. Actually, I'm gonna pre-sketch this poor hand. What I was trying to do was have like her, oops, we're a little bit more rounded here. A thumb here. That's fine for the thing. Then the joints will come out here. First finger, middle finger, be behind the first finger, but like that, something like that. And then, you know, like eventually you'll get to the pinky. And it might be up a bit, like so. It's a little bit of a rough hand, but it's better than it was. Alright, so something like that for that hand. Sketch, and something like this for this hand, where it goes out. And then it has first finger, second, or middle finger, whatever. You might see like another one there. Okay, that's a good little set. Did I have breakfast? Yeah, sorta. Like, I'm not like a big breakfast person. I just kind of like a little bit of a snacker. So I have my tea in the morning, and I put a little bit of sugar and a lot of milk in it, so it's kind of like a breakfast thing. Did you have anything exciting? Let's zoom in, sketch in a face shape. Zoom way in so I can get this. I wonder if I should have the eyes closed or open. We'll have them open to start with, and we'll see how that goes. Hey, Video James and Z, how are you doing? Howdy. People where I live actually do say howdy, like, unironically. Not like very often, but they'll say it every once in a while. So, I get called Little Miss sometimes too, and I'm like, I don't know if that should be an insult or not, but I guess thank you. It's like a little bit patronizing, I think, but I don't say anything, obviously. They come up and they go, hi, Little Miss. That's a terrible version. People here are really nice, though. Except for one of my neighbors. That's right. I'm throwing some salt. Nope, that's not what you say. I'm throwing some shade on one of my neighbors, who's kind of a creep. I won't say which, but if anything ever happens to me, you can guess it's that one neighbor that I didn't tell you any information about. Yeah. So we'll have... That's... I don't know why this eye is turning out so weird. You better not. There's a Miss Art Garden stream. I know, I've been so absent. I was talking about how for most of the week I didn't even have I couldn't even turn on my computer because I had to take all my stuff that I was getting ready for Christmas season and put it somewhere, and I didn't want to put it on my bed, so I had to put it like on front of my computer. I also had a little isolated birdo in my room, and I kind of had to take away part of my setup for that too. He has like a problem where when he grows in one of his feathers, like they come out as like little needles at first. Let me see. I don't know why I'm detailing these eyes so much. Let me just get this face in. I've deleted all my guidelines. I talk and then I lose concentration on what I'm doing. It's okay. Yeah, when he was growing in his little feather, they grow in as like needle looking things, like shoots I think is what they're called, and they have a lot of blood in them, and his breaks open. Just this one that he constantly, every time he molts, this one happens to break open. And if there's any red or blood in the cage or anything, those birds are like on him, like, what is that? Let me peck at it. So I had to isolate him, and he hated me. He just doesn't like being isolated. You did 600 reps. Ooh, sounds like a lot. I have my little morning exercise start of the day, and I just do crunches pretty much. And then I do a few stretches, and then I go out. It's hard to stay motivated. Wish I had not deleted. What is this face angle doing? She's getting a real bony look. Let me shrink it. And this has a real high cheekbone like a guy's, which is fine. I want to smooth it out a bit. And then I want this to go up like that. And then I'll have to adjust for where it goes on the neck. I don't know why because I get so distracted, I don't know what I'm doing. I come on here and I try to draw things and I'm like, what am I doing? Let's get this nose a little bigger. Let me redraw some guidelines to help me out here. I cannot even function. Alright. So, let me just erase this now. I'm gonna start over. This is good. I'm just gonna redo the head. All good. Okay, so I'll have this face, and then I'll put it back on the neck after I'm done. Little Miss, that's awesome. They're just trying to be affectionate. but I suppose a few words would be a bit creepy. No, these are like total strangers. They're not trying to be affectionate. I think it's just like a weird language tick they have. Yeah. This is looking pretty weird. Discombobulated head. That's okay. I will get it working, except I'm gonna take off. I always start these early in the morning. Hey, Broken Legend. Oh, hey, Rubutani. I gotta, hold on a sec. Let me just pull this off. Okay. I like start out in layers, but then I get really hot. Where did I put my stylus? There it is. I just tossed it down. Okay, let me see. Let me get this sized up first. A little bit bigger. Alright, now we'll come in and give her some features. Alright, this doesn't have to be perfect. I can fix it with the pen tool. I just wanted to get this in a little bit nicer than whatever I was doing there. You were fine relatively, Ruby Tawny? Are you having a bad week or something? I don't know if I ever asked you how you... Did you ever find out how you did on your exam? Hopefully good. Let's see here. She looks a little bug-eyed. I'll fix it. Okay, and then we'll do some kind of mouth. And let's fix this face shape so it goes out a little bit better. And then comes down like this. Alright, we'll leave it for there. This is still not quite where I want it to be at. I will fix it later with the pen tool, as I do. I don't know why these noses are never lining up lately. Like that. Can't remember if I was saying anything. I ramble so much. And let me put this up over here. There we go. Okay. Not the face shape I want at the moment, but I'll come back and fix it up. There's a couple things, like her eyes seem too big, but I think it's just because they're too far up. So move them down. Move this one over a little slight bit. And then her head, cranium shape doesn't seem to match, so I'm gonna put some hair in, but let me just shrink it down first. Alright, double check that that's proportionate. Yeah, I think so. Okay, and then I'm gonna just fix in the placement of her neck, put this one in a little bit more. There we go, okay. Starting to look a little bit more normal. Her eyes might still be a wee bit big. It's okay. So she's looking over this way. And this one needs to go just a little bit over more, like so. Alright, give her some eyebrows. So I never do that. Exam results are going to be up Friday, I think. Not really, just today. Got rejected by someone before I even asked her out. Oh, I'm sorry. That's too bad. She doesn't know what she's missing. I'm sure you'll pick yourself back up and go out and find someone even better for you. Okay, so what kind of hair should I give her? I've been doing a lot of these straight bangs. I don't know why. We'll try him. I kind of like the idea of giving her like brown hair or red hair or something, because you always see angels and they have blonde hair. That's no fun. I mean, it's no fun all the time. Nothing wrong with blonde hair though. I don't know how much of her. Let's have. She's got a real bowl cut this way, so let me actually. I'll just do this. Let me just move these down a bit, and then this hair can come. I don't really like the these kind of bangs on her. I'm gonna erase them and put something else on. I think I'll just do the usual little swoopy swoop that I do. So some kind of hair going out like that. I frame up her face like so. And this way I can give her some like movement in her hair. Yep, I think this will be better. I'll have this go down like this, a little bit coming in like that, and the rest maybe going out like this. I don't know, maybe this hair looks a little too wild. I'll consider it. I'll consider changing it. Let me just get something in here to start with. Alright, I'll leave it for now, and then I'll come back and adjust it if I don't like it. Let me see how she's looking. Yeah. I think that's okay. Something a little bit off about her. I think her face is just like slightly like, weirdly wide. You rarely see drawings of angels with short hair. Should I give her some short hair? I could do that. Let me fix her face shape first. I think. Let me see if I can do this without getting it disproportioned. Up again. Little tweaky things. Like if you shrink it in, it'll make her face like longer. I don't necessarily want that. Let me see if I can just do a little shrink-a-dink here. There, that's a little better. Maybe I got rid of her jaw too much. And then I'm gonna shrink up her mouth a little bit. So it looks a little too wide there. All right. Let's give the short hair a try. Hey Mexicano, how are you? Oh, hey, drawing my way. Would you say she's looking like a little Missy? Hi there, little Missy. What kind of short hair? Just like wild short hair, just like she had, but short or something. Give her a few little things like that. Yeah, that could work. Might do this since it's short hair. Have that go out like that. Have this come up like that. There we go. And then, you know, like eventually she might have a halo. I might put some flowers in her hair. But I should have looked up some flower references first. I don't know how good I'm going to be at like drawing them on the fly. Let's just put some in. Let me think about this. So if this petal's coming in like that, this is terrible. If you start with a rose, you usually start with something like this. And that could be the petal, that could be the petal. Another petal coming out like this. Another one coming out like this. I don't know. It's hard to draw a rose off the top of your head. This one might have something like that. This is not like out flat enough, I think is my problem. But we'll just start. We'll do it for now. Maybe I'll come back and clean it up. It looks like it's a little bit sticking up too much. Maybe I can just fake it, warp it down a bit. Make it look a little more open. There we go. There's a flower in her hair. Like a crown of flowers. Might look nice. Like a few little ones. I'm sure that everyone loves flowers, right? People are like, why are you drawing flowers? It's kind of nice. I like flowers in the hair. I'm just going to draw some weird flowery shapes. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I won't stick with them. Little things here and here. Little random things. I don't know what I'm doing. These are some weird flowers. Okay, that's, I don't know. I like it. Okay, now I'm gonna do, I don't know why I put my stylus away. I'm like, I'm done now. Half sketched out. Her shoulders might be a little wide. I think this shoulder is like oddly droopy down. I think for once her head is too small. So I'm gonna bring it up a bit. I don't know, it doesn't connect right, so if it were connecting up with the face, she would be more like that. So this shoulder, I think, needs to come in. Are you having a good, are you on vacation, Mexicano? Having a nice break from things. Flowers are manly too. You're right. They are. Who doesn't like flowers? I don't know. I don't know what I'm drawing. A crown of flowers. I'm gonna get on her dress. This is a little more proportion. Sorry I'm zooming it in and out so much. I hope that doesn't make anyone like vertigo sick or anything. Okay, I think this arm needs to come in even more. Even more. So I'm just gonna shrink it in. This is a long sketch process. Usually I go a little quicker. Hopefully people don't mind. It's been like super cold here lately, and today was supposed to be a little bit warmer. I'll believe it when I see it. I woke up this morning, it was 2 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, I don't know, Celsius is cold though. 0 degrees is 32 degrees Fahrenheit in Fahrenheit. I don't know. I didn't even know what I said. I think I just scrambled some words. But yeah, it's been pretty cold. And I cannot wait for it to get a little bit warmer. I'm glad that everyone decides or concedes to that flowers are awesome. Flowers do cheer me up. I like flowers. In the spring I grow them. Okay, so what kind of dress shall I sketch on her? I kind of like the idea of having a collar. I'm a big collar person. I don't know why. I don't wear them in real life because they're so constricting and I'm like, can't breathe. But I draw a lot of my characters with collars. And then the collar goes out like this kind of style. So the shoulders might have something like this. And then the dress can go a little bit down like that. Bodice, I guess, is what that is. And let's reshape this. It's a little bit more like so. We could have some kind of gold trim or something. Do you have an open fire at your house? I love open fires, very crazy. I have, I'm not sure if I guess I'll say it because everyone does. We burn our trash out here because there's no trash collection. I don't think it's illegal where I'm at because it's so far out in the boondocks. So unless you like the smell of burning garbage, that's about all I have. It's in a big barrel. I don't have any fireplaces or anything like that. It makes the house too drafty. I had one at my other, when I lived in the city, I had one. But out here, there's none. But I do agree they're nice. I can build a bonfire outside if I had some wood. You have a normal coal fire here. Yeah, my house is actually heated by passive solar. So what happens is we have windows on one side where the sun is, and it's like a stone floor, and there's water pipes that run under the stone floor, so the sun heats it up to like unimaginable degrees in the sun. It's just like 80 degrees in the winter, and you're like, why is it so hot? But then at night, because it's been circulating that heat around the floor, the floor stays warm. And if for whatever reason it drops below the whatever, I think we have it at like 67 degrees for the temperature. So if it drops below that, the water heater kicks in, and then the hot water will pump around there. So it's kind of, probably didn't even want that explanation. But there you go. That's how my house is heated. No central heating or forced air heating or anything like that. Just the sun and unimaginable, uncomfortable hotness in the winter. So I go outside and it's 80 degrees here, and I go outside, it's like -2, and I'm like, this is quite a change. Yeah, I live out like in the middle of nowhere, so everyone burns their trash here. It's pretty smelly. I mean, you don't burn, obviously there's some things that you take to the dump. You just burn like things you can burn. It's not like I'm out there trying to burn down cans or anything. Just mostly biodegradable stuff that you burn. And then you take bottles and stuff to the dump. You have to take your batteries and light bulbs to a certain place. Alright, I don't know why I'm working on her wings. I get like ADD when I'm talking. And alright, so it's gonna have some kind of gold trim there. I don't really like that though. Could have something like a gem or something maybe. I don't know how to, I'm never good at accenting clothes. We could have something here. I'm gonna just, it's getting real sketchy. I gotta finish this sketch so I can start working on the pen tool. My sketches are like these horror nightmare things. Yeah, I don't know. Something here maybe. And then the bodice could have, I mean the torso area could have something like this or something. I might do the gold trim there. And then we'll go into the dress, or the skirt rather. And the skirt might have some kind of like, what is that called, a mermaid waist thing? Goes all the way down there. Hey, Read with Alex and Alan and Alex, how are you? Yeah, I kind of want to get back into drawing because I've been so out of it for a while. I have one thing I'm so close to finishing for a friend, a drawing that I promised them like back in September. And I had to restart it because I really didn't like how it was coming out the first time. And I was hoping to get that before Christmas. So that might be the one push. And then I've got a game project I'm working on. I want to get working on that too. Okay, so if we have like a multi-layered ruffle dress, so I have like a short skirt that starts here, and then we have a skirt maybe that comes out like this and goes behind like this. That one might come out over this short one like this. Just trying to come up with some kind of design here. It's really messy, I know. Erase this so I remember that this is gone. And then we'll have one more. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having something in this shape comes... What is this? What am I doing? These are supposed to be delicate frills and I'm like blobbing them in. I guess I figure I'll be working on them with the pen tool and I don't have to be too precise. So I can go in. Okay. I don't know. Seemed like a better idea in my head. And then maybe we'll have some like sheer, is that the word? What is it called when you can't see through it? A game project? Yeah. Hey Rubutani, welcome back. It's been 2 years since your first video was uploaded on YouTube, Mexicano. Well, happy 2-year anniversary. I'll do a little applause for you. Nice work. I know I'm kind of behind in your videos. But I enjoy watching them. I'm glad that I found you on YouTube. Okay, so something like sheer, I think is the word for it. Like, not completely opaque. Yeah, I have no idea what this dress is. It looks like a nightmare. I'm gonna move on to working on this with the pen tool, and then I can kind of, from my final lines, figure out what I want it to be like. So, let me see something. While I'm looking, I see a little bit of an anatomy issue I want to fix before I pin it. Alright, there we go. Are you going to do a special anniversary vid? Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think I've ever done... I might have done like a subscriber one. Like, I think I'm like when I was at like 100 subscribers or maybe 200 or something. Might have done like a subscriber video. I never know what to do though. I didn't even know how long I've been on YouTube. I think it says that I signed up in 2014, but I don't think I started posting till like maybe 2016. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a crazy trip. I had to delete a bunch of my old videos because I was worried about the new COPPA thing. I wasn't aware that they can ban you even from private videos on your YouTube until I learned about the Monkey Jones thing. Alright, so there we got this going. Let me see, where's my paths? Nope, I put paragraph. Where did I just open? Oh, this. Get away. Go away. Window, paths, that's what I want. You guys can't see it, it's over here, but I have to save my path. That's why I'm bringing that open. No, I don't care about it anymore. I might need those later, but I'll leave it for now. You're thinking about a live stream? That would be fun. Your oldest to current videos. And then you could like see all the progress and growth that you've done. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm going to try to work a little faster because I know I've been dallying. It took me like 40 minutes to get the sketch done. Sometimes, like, if I'm just drawing for fun, I go into kind of a slow mode and I just kind of pick at it for a while. Sometimes if I have to go, like if I get a commission or something and I have to go really quick, I'll just go into like this weird zone where I put on music or an audiobook or something and I just work on it till my eyes hurt. But I take breaks every once in a while. The more you step away from it and come back to it, the more you see what you've done wrong. Which is kind of the shame of the live streams. They're inevitably like my worst work. Not my worst, but not my best either. Because I can't ever like stop and reevaluate. And I come back later and I'm like, whoa. Your channel said that I joined YouTube in 2016, but I started posting in 2017. I must have signed up like earlier and then just never did anything with it. I can't even remember. It's been years and years. When I used to have a YouTube channel long ago, and I think I put like one speed paint video, and it was before I had like a time-lapse thing, so I'd have to go in and take out any little stopped minute to speed it up, and it would take forever. It was crazy times. I think I tried to use it for like advertising my artwork to clients back when I lived in the city. I got artwork. But yeah, and then I didn't do anything on this one for a while. And then I'm pretty sure my very, very first video on here might have been me digitally painting my first avatar. But don't quote me on that, because I might have done something before that and I deleted it and just don't remember. I think that's the oldest one on there though. I should look up the date. It might have been 2017 in fact. Alright, let's see that for the hair. I think that looks pretty good. I gotta stretch my shoulders. You joined in 2004. YouTube has changed a lot since then. We're both good and bad. Oh, you're like an OG. Sorry, I'm stretching. You're like an OG of YouTube then. I remember YouTube back when I was in high school coming up and being a thing. And then there used to be a show, it might still be on, I just haven't had cable in forever, called Tosh.0. And I think he would bring like YouTube viral stars on there. That might have been kind of how I learned more about YouTube. But I might be mixing up the timelines. It's so hard for me to remember. Yeah, I kind of hate how corporatized YouTube has become, because it used to literally just be like another social media kind of place where you could post like a family blog and people could come and look at your kids or whatever. And now it's like you gotta clickbait people, you gotta do all this stuff. Whoops, what am I doing? Command C, Command V, and then I can put you over here, reshape you for this eye. I'm all about like the the reusing lines and paths and stuff to save time. Maybe it makes my artwork boring. Hopefully not. I think that looks good. I gotta drink some more water. I'm so thirsty. I've been eating too much sugar. It's those caramels. Oh, you know what else I made? I made, I call it Laffy Taffy. It's like saltwater taffy. I was always like, man, how could you make that? It looks so hard. And it's actually really, really fun. I made like peppermint ones, and they're pretty good. They're maybe just a little bit softer than like normal stuff. I kind of like them that way. They kind of melt in your mouth. So like the process is you boil them like they're hard candy to that like hard candy stage. But as they're cooling, you just like pull them apart over and over again. And yeah, it's fun. 5 more days until Christmas. Yeah. Does anyone do anything fun for Christmas with family or friends, or even by yourself, planning a nice relaxing time? I haven't even set up my Christmas tree. I went and helped my family get theirs out. They have, you know, they need some help sometimes getting stuff out of storage or whatnot, and set theirs up and helped them decorate, but I haven't done my tree. I will have to do that. I'm hoping to do it today. I'm hoping to do it after this live stream. I have to run out and do some medical stuff for a chicken. And then after that, I should have a pretty free day. So I'm going to decorate my tree, catch up on YouTube, maybe talk about a game project with someone. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of nice. You just checked your channel to see your oldest video. Some of my work has been removed. Oh no, from the algorithm, or you get emails about that? I get emails anytime one of my videos has an issue. They're always so bullying too. They're like, we just like you to know that your video has failed. I mean, they don't say that, but there's something kind of bullyish about it. I don't know. especially when you get like a copyright claim. And I'm like, I don't use anything in my videos that can be copyright claimed. It's not even like a fair use thing for me. I just don't even have it in there. And they still try to claim that I use their songs. It's crazy. And you have to wait 30 days while that goes through. While you have like a little sad face emoji thing on your channel, and you're like, okay, great, thanks. Spending time with my family is important to me, definitely. It's always nice to sit down and have meals and stuff. I agree. My birds are in there chirping. I mean, I call it chitting. I'm probably gonna get like the algorithm misunderstanding that word, but it's because the birds go like chit 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 chit, and they do that all day long. It's like an angry parakeet noise. I have no idea what's up with that. Sometimes you can get them to do it if you start doing it. I don't do that very often or anything. I just think it's kind of funny. I don't want to like stress them out though. I'm sure that someone would be very happy. Yeah. You think YouTube is broken? At some occasion, yeah. I think it's just they've become so I don't know, attuned to keeping the I don't know how to say it. They're a little bit greedy. Alphabet or Google or whoever runs YouTube pretty much puts profit 100% before anything else. But there's always kind of a balance to these things. Like YouTube's biggest, I think, blight at the moment is that they let Twitch get out ahead of them before they could like crush them. Maybe I'm just a cynical person, and they just didn't care. I don't know. They wanted a little friendly competition. We'll call it that. Oh, well, YouTube is really chit itself. I was gonna ask if anyone saw Star Wars, because I know that came out. I didn't really want to see it, but I am curious if how they ended it. Was it any good? I used to like Star Wars. I don't know. I kind of lost favor of it with these new movies. Trying to think how. I think I need to turn this down a bit. Did I get her face in? Yeah, I did. Okay. I can't even remember. I go into this like mindless kind of set as I talk. I keep thinking, I know I've said it a million times, but it'd be fun if I could get some kind of setup where I could have people come on and they could draw along and stuff. And I could have either like art contests, or not contests, competitions, or we could like collab on something, or I don't know. It'd be a little bit more fun. I know I'm kind of a boring person. But alright, let me get this in. And I still don't know what this is gonna be. It's some kind of gem, I guess. I think it's nice to have accents. I think it kind of elevates your artwork and stuff, but I never know what to do for them. So we'll have a little jewelry piece here. She has the crown of flowers that are very manly. And alright, it's kind of an interesting thing because this is kind of like Halloween-y in my head. I don't know why. Maybe I could make her like a dark angel with like dark wings or something. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to give her like sleeves or something. Her arms are so plain at the moment. Let me do something here. If I gave her something like this, and then maybe some ruffles. And then even more ruffles coming out of those ruffles. Or something sheer, maybe. Is sheer the word? I never did figure that out. Maybe something that kind of, I don't know. Maybe instead of these short ruffles, we could have longer ruffles. I feel like I've done ruffles a lot lately too. That's such an easy thing to draw, and I just see how I like this. I think it looks any good. With the sleeve, without the sleeve. I think she does need something. I'll give her ruffles. She can have a matching ruffle like Marigold. That's from my comic. Alright, and then this one will have some ruffles too. And we'll have some kind of thing here. We could have this going up and out like that. I haven't ever watched Star Wars. I tried, but I just couldn't get into it. I'm glad it has such a strong fan base though. Yeah. I really like fantasy stuff. Not fantasy. Well, fantasy and sci-fi stuff. When I write like short stories and stuff, I usually write like, well, for whatever reason, like sci-fi kind of things, or I don't know how to describe it. It's not like, I don't know. I just write stuff like kind of futuristic or space-like or whatever. I sounded so dorky here, aren't I? I gotta save my image. I'm just kidding. I don't care. Y'all know I'm a dork. Yeah. So maybe I could do something. I can't believe I've gone back to the sketch. People are like, move on from the sketch. That looks terrible. I don't know what to do. Something more than this, but I'll just leave it as is now with the ruffles going. I gotta get my paths back up. Let me just put them over here for later. Alright. Oh, I never did the manly flowers in her hair. You got into Star Wars and your favorite movies are Star Wars 2 and 3. Is that the original trilogy, or is that like the ones that George Lucas made later? I always get confused because the numbers are all kind of different. Okay, let me see here. How do I want to do this? Where was the connecting line? I think this would be it. So I'll do it like this. And yeah, something like that. I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, I have like one of the big comic projects that like I planned this darn thing. Whoopsies. YouTube will bust me now. I said a naughty word. I've planned this darn thing out forever, and it's like in a space thing, but it's like space isn't the point of the setting. It's more like a tool. So it's not really that sci-fi other than it, I don't know. I have a lot of interest in like AI or like actual intelligent stuff, that kind of thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I always find like it's really disappointing usually when you look for these stories because let's make this into a trim too. Because I think that this is looking weird. I think it's looking a little weird. Yeah, I find that a lot of those stories are written kind of, I don't know, not as good. The prequel saga, come to the dork side. I live in the dork side. Let me see here. I gotta fix this shape up a little bit. Huh. I don't know. I don't really like what this is doing, so I'll just make it a flat onesie thingy. No trim. So it'll come down and it'll go over. It'll be, maybe this is going in a little too far. A little moment like that. I think I was like, I'm gonna go through this pen tool super fast, and now I'm like slowly clicking. That's okay. Alright, so let's get her waist shape in here. To here. I do like fantasy stuff. The classic Hobbit is pretty good. I like, I don't know, is Watership Down considered fantasy? I listened to that audiobook recently and I was like, man, that's a good book. It's got such a great, it's like for kids, but it's got such a like a dark turn when you're an adult. Like learning about the Black Rabbit and stuff, and you're like, oh boy. Hey, the artist pen, how are you? It's good to see you. Is this? I think this needs to come down a little bit, like so. Yeah, and I wanted this to be like a trim piece. I think I'll give this a little extra thickness, like so, and like so. Match that out. Yeah. Trying to think of what other books I read recently. I haven't been reading much. I used to listen to audio books more. I gotta get like the free one. Hey, Paint to Live Love, how are you? Keep it up. Thank you. You're doing good, Artist Pen? Are you having a nice holiday season so far? Let's see here. Alright, that should be matched up okay. Alright, I'm gonna give this... Oh, I guess I should have this go down a little bit. It's like mermaid waist thing. I don't even know if this is considered a mermaid waist thing. I might have just made that up. Alright, so that'll connect like that, and then we'll have the dress that I just made a mess of. I think I'm gonna just simplify it and have this come out like so. I'm gonna have to go in and fix these up a bit. What kind of cartoons did everyone watch, used to watch growing up? Depending on like what age I started at, I watched, let's see, the Rugrats when I was young. I watched, I really liked Invader Zim. I might have been a little bit older than for that one. I watched, let's see, Hey Arnold. Trying to think of what else was on. I watched some Ren and Stimpy. I know that's not really for kids. My sister watched it. She's older than me. So I would see it kind of via her. Let me see how this is looking. Yeah, I think this looks good. I'm probably... Let me define that this is the front. Nah, I don't like it connecting like that. I think it'll come out like this. No, I don't like that either. Let me erase this. Start over. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna erase the sketch and then I'm going to do my own thing. And then I'll match it up with the sketch later. For you OG Team Titans, yeah, I used to love them too. Code Lyoko, I don't know if I saw that one. Mucha Lucha, Rugrats, SpongeBob, oh, that's a good one. Many old cartoons. I watched a lot of cartoons, I just can't think of any off the top of my head right now. For whatever reason. Beyblade, Pokemon, Sakura Card Capture. I saw that one too. Digimon. Oh yeah, I liked Digimon. I would go over to my friend's house and it would be on Fox after school. We would watch it. Ed, Ed, and Eddie is a great one too. And what am I doing here? I've lost my little anchor points. There we go. You guys are hitting me with the nostalgia trip. Let's see here. I want this one. Maybe I would want it like this. Trying to decide my ruffles. It's a science here. Not really. I'm just being picky and indecisive at the same time. I'm just messing them up. Alright. Oops. I got rid of my paths. There we go. I'll just make them bigger. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain isn't working. For me, Teletubbies. Oh yeah, with the baby son. Oh, also a little bit later I watched Naruto. I don't know if that counts as a cartoon, but I liked that show. The like original one before the outfit change is the one I really saw more than the other ones. Alright, this needs to go out more if it's gonna be like this one. So we'll match them up like that. Alright. Okay, so now she has like a real flowy dress, and then we'll have something underneath here. It's like a little bit shorter. Get these ruffles going. I'm gonna delete it again. I want to have the freedom to make my ruffles without looking at my other sketch. Let's get those kind of center ones going, and then some off to the side. Over here. Whoops. And then we'll have some off to the side this way. Mucha Lucha is an incredibly underrated cartoon. I remember that one vaguely. I don't know how much I watched it, but I do think I liked it. You watched Teletubbies when you were so young, yeah. Those kind of like kids shows, they stick with you though. You remember them. But now I watch anime, yeah. I haven't watched much anime lately. I don't know what to get into. Like, I tried getting into Attack on Titans because everyone was raving about it. And I don't know. It's kind of one of those shows that like is gruesome for the sake of being gruesome, and you're just like, okay. I saw Akira. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I'm a boring person. That's probably why. Yeah, I don't know what other animes to try watching. There's a bunch on Netflix. I don't have like a ton of time, but I should check some of them out. I was told by some people to watch Sword Art Online, but then some other people told me no, it was terrible. So I don't know. Trying to think of the last anime I watched. I want to see the new Studio Ghibli one. Is there like another one that came out recently? Maybe not. I like the Studio Ghibli. My dog was barking. I think someone just went outside without him and he's like, how dare you? Yeah. Let's get these going in here. Alright. I've probably messed around with that skirt enough. Yeah, I'll put the back in when after I've done the legs. You still listen to the opening music? My favorite Ed, Ed and Eddie is That's My Horse. I don't know if I remember that one specifically. What happens in That's My Horse? Did you ever see that episode of Rugrats where Stu falls off the roof and then talks like a baby? I think I did. Sword Art Online is nice. Okay, I don't know. People are so judgmental about it. I should just check it out. Find out for myself. My dog is barking. I don't know what he wants. I hope someone's around in case he needs to go out. Although it sounds more like a being a naughty dog bark. And I want attention. I don't even know if the mic is picking it up. He's on the other side of the house. The opening song was good. You like romantic anime and a little of action. I like romance. I'm more into it like if it's like the secondary thing, like I don't know, like the whole thing just being set on the romance I think can get a little tiring. I don't know why. I think I'm impatient. I'm like, I know they're gonna get together. Let's see what else happens. But I don't know. I liked The Office, and that had like one of those really long drawn out romances. The American Office. I never saw the British one. I assume it had the same because I think it's just a copy. And I like romances in like Howl's Moving Castle. I always thought that was a sweet one. There's a little bit of romance in that. Hold on, my mouse is not working. I flew on it, now it works. It's the magic. The real question is why do some people hate Sword Art Online? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. That's why I should watch it and find out, and then I can argue with people. Pick a side. I don't even know what the plot is. I've just had some people say, like, I'll be like, I don't know what animes to watch, and they'll be like, oh, I love Sword Art Online, and then I heard some people say that it was like trash, and I was like, wow, well, they didn't say why. People need to be descriptive. I don't know. Everyone has their own preferences. Okay, let me erase this line. I know that I don't need it. I think that's her. She's got some dolphin feet. I'm just gonna go with it. I might go in and give her some shoes later. I mean, I guess I could just do it right now. Shape this in. Give her. This could shrink up a bit. I'm like really lazy when it comes to feet. I don't know why. Oops. Have this for the heel. Bring this in. This up. See how that's looking. And then this probably should be a little flatter. Like so. And then there'll be some kind of sole to the shoe. Like so. And then I can have some wrinkles at the heel. Speaking of anime, anyone watch Renma One Half? Or was it just me? Is that the one where when the guy got wet, he would turn into a girl? I might have seen some of that. I don't think I ever actually saw an episode, but I saw people talking about it. This is Let me see here. Where's that? All right, so that's she's got a chunky heel. Let me reshape that a bit. Okay, that's some kind of shoe. She has one now. We'll match the style here. We'll give us a chunky heel. We'll go in like that. And then, oops. And then come down underneath the foot. This is like the laziest way of drawing boots. This is why I like drawing boots though, is they don't have laces. And I'm a lazy drawer. Sometimes. I just don't know what it is about drawing feet. I get like, I don't know, I'm not inspired. And then we'll shrink this up a bit so it can match that one. Like so. Oh, some snow fell, some snow just fell off my roof. Has it snowed where you guys are? I guess not. Not for video, James. It's been snowing a lot here. So much shoveling. Alright, this is like, her foot is broken back here. I gotta fix this. Let me erase some of these anchor points. Why won't you erase? Okay, and then we'll bring this out and then put that in like that. And bring this down. I'm gonna give up on this in a second. There we go. Good enough for now. We'll leave it. This one last thing. I guess this sticks out way too much. So there we go, like that. Okay. Now that we have her legs in, I can come in and do the back of her dress. A little bit of waves back here maybe, like this one here. This will go up, and then you'll have the start of one over here. And then let's smooth this out so it's got a little bit more of a rounded top. And it can go in like that. And back like that. There we go. Any little, if you're drawing like ruffles or anything, any little peek in that you do this, you have one go back and one go up. You always see that back of the ruffle. Tip of the day. Oh, I didn't see my chat change. Renma, I have never heard about that. Oh, Tenchi Muyo. I've never heard of Samurai Pizza Cats, but I remember Tenchi Muyo. I liked the art style in that one, I think. You like snow? Not where I live, but only rarely. Snow, it hasn't. Oh man, I'm on a roll today. I like it. I like the puns. Yeah, it snows. I live in the mountains, and it snowed 2 feet in like within 24 hours. It was so much shoveling. It's okay. It wasn't like in the winter. It's a little easier to shovel because, especially if it stays below freezing. Like I'm done with this shoe, and I come immediately back to it. In winter though, when it's below freezing, it's like powdery, so it's not as heavy. It's a little bit easier. You can almost like sweep the snow and stuff in places. I do sweep the snow in places. In the summer when it's wet and heavy, it's really hard to shovel. It takes a little more muscle. So I've got that going for me, but of course the trade-off is it's much colder in the winter and your cheeks are like on fire. Hey, Vucky AVX. How's it going? Let's see here. I'm going to do these sleeves next. And I'm going to have that little trim in there. It's going to be like a gold trim, I guess. Let me see about the ruffles on the skirts. On the skirts? On the sleeves. I always notice that, like, no matter where you live in Hollywood, it's always snowing on Christmas. I guess that's part of the charm. Snow is fun when you don't have to drive in it. But they'll have, like, movies that I swear are, like, set in California, and then it'll, like, snow there. And I'm like, it's not snowing in Southern California. You can't trick us. I guess I'll just have, like, regular hands. See if I can get these lined in. I don't know what I did here with this one. I think I tried to squeeze a ruffle in that's just not gonna fit. So I'll move it off to the side now. Erase that line. And that ruffle will just be the only one. It's off to the side. Her arm is a little too long, but I'm gonna work on her hand and then I can move it up. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other cartoons and stuff that I watched too. I can't think of anything. I used to watch cartoons all the time. There was one, My Life as a Teenage Robot, that had like a, it was sort of like anime inspired, but it was an American one. Oh, Avatar. The Last Airbender. I watched that one. Hey, Chris Fountain. Fontaine. I can read. Friday the Caveman sent you. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. Or night. Or whatever time it is. We were just talking about cartoon shows we watched as kids. Trying to remember them. I did watch a little bit of Powerpuff Girls too. The original ones, not the remake ones. Trying to think of other things I might have seen. You saw Avatar: The Last Airbender too, Mexicano? That's a good one. Classic one. I liked the art style in that one a lot. Oh yeah, Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids. That one was really cool. And another one that I liked the art style. I'll just say that about everything now. I liked the art style. That was a cute one. You remember My Life as a Teenage Robot? Oh yeah, Angry Beavers. That was another great one. It's like nostalgia overload. I wonder what kind of shows they have on Nickelodeon nowadays. I heard people say it's not as good, but that might just be like, you know, because you're an adult now. There were some back in the day that I wasn't like crazy about. I think I remember my neighbor liked watching a show called Rocket Power. I tried to watch it, I didn't quite get it. I think it was like more for people who had lived on the West Coast or something. Alright, let's see how that hand looks. That looks okay. It's a little bit too long. So just need to fix that problem with it. Let me delete this so I can just work on the hand itself. I want to shrink it in. My dog was barking again. Dragon Boosters, you watched Powerpuff Girls too? Accelerators? Are you talking about the 5 Hot Wheel movies? Oh, I didn't even know there were Hot Wheel movies. Are those from olden days or are they newer? Let's see, I'm trying to get this hand a little bit more shrunken, I guess. It's a little bit long. I think that'll work though. Just make it a little bit smaller too. trying to think if the joints are too far over. Maybe these do need to be moved up just a touch. And shrunken a bit. Hope my doggo isn't getting picked up in the mic. He's being a little brat boy. He likes to bark if you go outside without him. Like, how dare you? I go outside. Alright, let's see if that looks proportional. It's a little bit off. His thumb maybe needs to come like that. Alright, we'll call that good though, because I get stuck on hands too long in my live streams. And I could never fix them in time. Those are kind of one of those things, like if you start to mess them up, you want to come back to them later. Because you can like take a minute away from them and see what's wrong. And then sometimes it's hard to walk away. Oh, hey, how's it going, Keyscene? Thumbs up, thank you. You're a professional artist, you're really good at it. Thanks so much. Rocket Power, I never got into that either. Same with Samurai Jack. I used to find that really boring. I could appreciate the artwork though. The mayor from Powerpuff Girls is voiced by Tom Kenny. Oh, that's cool. SpongeBob. He voices a lot of people, yeah. I think, who else does he voice in SpongeBob? Does he voice Mr. Krabs? No, that's, never mind, that's, Clancy Jones or whatever. He voices some other people though, I think. Just can't think of it now. It would be really fun to be a voice actor, I think, if you had the talent for it. Didn't I say I was giving this up? I'm moving away from my hand. Alright, let's work on this arm now. Get this sleeve in. Let's see here. Is that good for the length? I think so. And yeah, I always liked the guy. There's a anime called Cowboy Bebop, and the guy who voices Spike, who's kind of the main character in that, he was always one of my favorite voice actors. I'd always get like excited when I'd see me in something. I don't know what it was about him. I just liked his voice acting. I can do voice acting pretty well. I don't think so. I tried to do my comics dubs myself. I was not very convincing. I can't deliver lines. My problem is like I think too much about when it comes to saying things, and then I can't like deliver it like a person would. I just deliver it like it's read. If that makes sense. I'm no good. I know I'm no good. You can't convince me otherwise. Maybe it's something you could work on though. I think you have to just learn techniques. I don't know. Acting seems like such an innate ability though. Like, you know, people just have it or they don't kind of thing. But maybe not. I know there's voice acting teachers out there. You'd love to do voices for cartoons. You have a good accent for it, for American stuff, because it sounds like it's still like readable. And it's like, you know, English, I'd say, for Americans. Sometimes accents are harder to understand for Americans, like Scottish accents and stuff. I want to just preface that I love all accents, and I'm not like saying any accent is bad. I'm just saying some accents might be a little easier for, especially like people who have hard hearing and stuff, to read as well. So you should do it. In short, that was a really long ramble. I know you're working on that that thing for the, what is that called, like the Dogs of the Dead or something. Double thumbs. Thank you. One thing that I realized, that older cartoon shows had adult jokes in it. Yeah, you can look back as an adult and you can be like, what are you talking about? Oh no. Yeah, I heard that. I think it's just practice that's required. You seem pretty good. Technique. I don't know. I think you have to. I think my problem is I overthink everything and I get too in my head, and maybe that prevents me from taking chances and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I could do it. Thanks for the confidence, even if I don't have it in myself. Huh. Let's get this arm in here like so. And let me zoom it out. I'm gonna take a quick shift in my chair because my booty's getting tired sitting in the same position. And then I'm gonna take a quick drink. If you've ever worked in customer service and pretended to care about their complaints, then you connect. I have worked in customer service. I also worked as a cashier. I am so falsely cheerful when I had to do that job. I was just like, "Hi, how's it going? I'm so glad." And it was like soul crushing. People are so mean when you're like in this position. They act like you're the company that has wronged them. And you really want to like be like, "Lady or man or whatever, calm down, please." I think I've told this story, but one year, Amazon, I ordered something off Amazon and UPS accidentally shipped it to Japan. And this was like for Christmas. And I know customs would like just eat that for months. So I had to call Amazon a couple times and I had to call, I was hoping Amazon would just send me another one since that one was like, but they're like, "No, you have to get that one back first." I was like, "Oh my gosh." So then I had to call UPS and stuff. And long story short, I had 2 different people from Amazon thank me for being so nice to them during this time of year, and this wasn't even like a I think like, just being courteous, like, "Thank you for being so nice." This was like I could hear it in their voices, but maybe I just related to it because I'd worked customer service. They must get so many furious people who don't understand that they're just a voice trying to help. They have no power over what's happened and they can't do a lot to fix it. And I just always remember that, like, these poor people. I would never want to work for Amazon customer service during the holidays. People could be so, like, personally cruel to you too, like, I don't know, they lose their mind. Oh yeah, The Barking Dead. It's really fun. I'm probably not the best more concordance you do. I know you don't use your accent in that. I don't think you do. But you should work on that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to read and talk. Yeah, you should use your accent in voice acting. I think it'd be fun. And they keep on rambling. Yeah, the customer service people. Oh, hey, Friday. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sure everyone... I have a terrible customer service story that I can't talk about on YouTube because it's like against the community guidelines what happened, but the people lose their minds when they get angry. They feel personally affronted. Like, I understand it's stressful and, especially if you're like low budget and you feel like you've lost some money in the deal and stuff. But, it's not the customer service persons that did this. You gotta be nice, people. Have some patience, be kind. I've always thought the more kind you are to customer service people, the more likely they are to be able to help you, because if there's like one thing they can sort of do but aren't supposed to do for every customer, they might be more willing if you haven't like insulted their mother or something. I don't know. Let me just get that lined up there. We gotta have a missing line here. I suppose we should have a few little bunch lines here. Something like this, maybe. Have it go over just a touch. Yeah, so that was my personal rant for the day, Miss Rant Garden. Be nice to customer service people or people who have to help you, even if they're kind of rude. They're probably just having a terrible life. Or a terrible job. A terrible day at their job, I mean. I don't quite understand the point of being rude to them. You're not just a clerk, you're also everyone's counselor. Anyone know if the angel is modeled after Miss Artgard? No, it's just a random. I don't have short hair or nice long legs like that. I definitely don't have her tummy to hip ratio. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm losing my mind. Nope, it's not me. I'm boring and very plain looking. I'm brown hair, brown eyes, chubby. So if you're thinking I'm looking like a nice angel, that's a nice thought. But I'm gonna give her tops to these boots before I forget. This one would be like, I guess that's just behind there. Leave it behind. Maybe like a little bit up here. Alright, let's see. What do we have left other than her wings? Do we have anything missing? She looks pretty complete. I don't see anything that jumps off at me, so I'll start on her wings. I'm gonna probably do these from pretty far out so I can get these nice long sweeping lines. Don't insult the grandma kids. Miss Rantgarden hardly comes out. When she does, it's always for a good cause. I don't know if it's always for a good cause, but she does. I think I come out a lot. I think I've started being more negative in my life. I'm always like those dang people with their customer service agents back in my day. Okay, let's get these. I'm gonna have to put the brakes in feathers. I always think, like I'll show you what I mean. I'll come up here. If you've seen, the feathers have some kind of weird like zipping or whatever it's called. And if you've ever seen feathers, they like have parts where the zipping part comes undone and they break up. I always think it's nice when you draw feathers to add those little breaks in. Actually, I want this to go more like at that angle. Like this would be the stem of the feather if you saw it in real life. I don't know if I'm going to draw the stems in. I think they look confusing in my style of artwork. I haven't like drawn a ton of wings, but I've drawn a couple. But anyways, yeah, I'll go in and add those later. I want to get the shapes in first. So, always kind of a little bit pointy at the tip. Like that. She's my hero. Ever thought of making an avatar besides your, based on your actual looks? I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's some. I made my avatar because I thought red hair would stick out more. I don't know. I think that it's kind of nice having an anonymity. I keep joking. Maybe I would show my face like every once in a while on here, but I don't know. I'm just kind of a boring, plain person. I hardly ever wear makeup or anything. I think it's fun to draw pretty drawings instead. See here, get this one in. A lot of people going in and out of my house. I wonder what's going up out there. I have to change the waters, the animal waters a lot, because it freezes. I like to get out there just like before the ice crystals form over. So I always kind of feel bad. They almost have to drink like ice cold water when it's ice cold outside. But that takes a lot of like going out. I believe I could fly. Red Bull gives you wings. She must have drank some nice Red Bull. Give her a nice set of wings. Alright, you got the long feathers in. Let's move into these shorter ones. Give a little bit of an arc to these. I hear my birds freaking out again. I have no idea what sets them off. Let's see here. Like this. You don't need makeup. I like putting makeup on. There's two things. One, makeup is horrifically expensive most of the time, although I usually just buy the cheap stuff. Two, I'm always a little bit weirded out. Like makeup is often has a lot of like chalk in it, which chalk, where it's mined in the earth, almost always has asbestos next to it. And there's been so much stuff about how much asbestos might actually be in your makeup, but kind of, I don't know, it's like a paranoia thing. It's probably not in any of my makeup, but every time I put it on I think this could have asbestos. I'm a weirdo. The more you learn, the more weird I become. But thank you. I don't use a lot of makeup. I think we've gone into like a weird trend where people put way too much makeup on again, like they did in the 80s too. I always feel kind of bad when I see someone who looks really pretty and she's got like literal caked on effect, like you can see where the makeup is cracking because it's so heavy on her. And I think, man, you look so pretty, but that's just me, I guess. What type of birds are they? I have parakeets in the next room. I have a total of 10 of them in this big giant modulated cage. And they all fly around and attack each other in each cage. Like it's open. The cages are all open so they can go from cage to cage and they follow each other around. And who knew that little birds could be such little jerks to each other? And then outside I have 20, no, not 20, sorry. I have 15 chickens. I was going to say I have 25 birds. I have 15 chickens. I don't think you were asking about them, but I'll include them in my bird tally. Let's see here. Get these little feathers up. I could mirror the wings, but I'm not going to do that because I do want them to look a little bit different from each other. There'll be some variations in me doing these. Add a little break feather in here. Do you get random rednecks offering to shovel your driveway, or is that just a movie thing? Like cats and dogs. Yeah. They fight like cats and dogs with each other. Well, no one's coming to shovel my driveway because it's 800 feet long. It gets snowblowed. But yeah, my neighbors are, the closest neighbor I think is about 3/4 mile away. I don't think any of them would want to shovel. But if I asked some of them, they might. It's like kind of a community thing. I'm just such a introvert. I don't talk to any of them, and they're all much older than me. I'm like the youngest person out here other than young kids. I don't know how that connects. I kind of like lose track of what I'm answering and then I just go into a tangent. Oh no, my little thing. Okay, so there is that wing. I'll come back and add the brakes in a bit. And then we'll come over to this wing. I used to have pet chicken, but they are gone now. Oh. Did you name them? I named all my chickens because I'm weird. I mean, other people kind of named them too. It's weird. I couldn't write the word rednecks. YouTube was deleting my comments. It might be, it's kind of a controversial... It's a little bit of like an insult. Like, not like a bad one, but if you call someone a redneck, you're kind of like calling them like a hillbilly, a backwater person, you know? So it might be used more like insultingly by, Americans on YouTube. Of course, then like it's sort of like, when you have a word that's a bit of an insult, but then people like embrace it to try to change its impact. So then you have like the Jeff Foxworthy types out there. He's a comedian. I don't really know anything about him, but I know he basically made a living going, if you I have a lawnmower outside, you might be a redneck or something. I don't know. He did little gags like that. So that might be like one of those trigger words on YouTube. I have no idea. Yeah, be careful. So I've never had YouTube delete a comment. I had YouTube flag a video once because it thought I was saying the word P-O-R-N when I was saying core. I have no idea how it got there. So I guess that's like one of those words. It was a quick fix, but it was weird. But I don't think I've ever had it like delete my comments. For a while I couldn't comment on people's videos for some reason. They would just go right to spam. And then someone told me later, like, that happens if you respond to a bunch of your comments and then you go and comment on other people's. It like tags it that you've had like, 200 comments in the last hour. Because like sometimes when I do respond to my comments, I haven't been as good lately, but I try to get back to it. I'll just be like, thanks. I just want to acknowledge everyone that commented. And then, so it's just short, and I get a lot of them off in one go. And that's that. I really do ramble. I know I do. Is hillbilly censored? Oh, apparently not. That's weird that hillbilly isn't, but redneck is. YouTube's got some weird things. Like, I think the state of Alabama or Montana, one of those is like one of those flagged words. My state, Colorado, is flagged. I have no idea why. Sorry, I'm taking a drink. And when I say flagged, I mean like if you put it in your video title, it gets like demonetized. The only thing I can think about with Colorado is we were one of the first people to legalize, I'll just say, a substance. Not a substance, but like a plant. And like for or against it or whatever. It's just like one of those things that gets talked about a lot. And it might be because of that. Otherwise, we have a big military presence. I don't know why we end up on the naughty list. We're a swing state. Maybe that's something like it caused a lot of political issues. No idea. But I just think it's weird that you get your video demonetized for saying a state's name. Oh, because here in New Zealand, I'm actually classed as a redneck for being in a small southern town. Was that true? If I don't put the in rednecks, it picks it up on it and removes my comment. Oh, if you don't put the dash. That's interesting. Maybe it thinks you're calling me a redneck. It's like, I will defend your honor, Miss Hargarden. I saw him. He was funny. If you mow the lawn and find a pickup truck, you're a redneck. Yeah. That's his thing. I think he had a show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I didn't watch it very much, but I do remember watching it a couple times and thinking, there's no way, this is not what I got asked as a fifth grader. There'll be some things that'll be like really easy, like, what part of a kingdom is a classification of an animal in, or something like that, things that you do have to like learn that like might trip you up, but if you've learned them recently, you'll remember them. And then there's certain ones that are like really like totally far out, like what's the mass of the sun? And I'm like, oh yeah, let me just pull that number out of my head. I don't remember. It's a bit strange. I wonder what that was. I saw it. I'm definitely not smarter than a fifth grader, by the way. Those questions they ask are a bit tricky. Those are like I don't think most fifth graders have to learn those for a test. I think they might just be taught them, but not have to know them. I call shenanigans. Let me see. Let's get rid of these. I don't like these really long lines cut in. This one either. Let's delete that. This one will go, I think, match up with that better. Alright. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's flip it around. Yeah. One thing is, for some reason, she looks really unhappy far away. So I'm going to try to force her smile a bit. It looks kind of weird close up, but then you get further away. I think it looks a little better. Maybe. Let's fix this, because I think it could come out a little bit. Okay, and then her nose is a little bit strange. I'll erase this one. Have it come in like that. And then, no, actually I think it looks better. No, I think, I don't know. I think it was probably better before. Just leave it like that. I think I made her nose a little bit bigger, now it's too small. I don't know what I've done. I keep messing up little things. I'll fix it. I'm gonna move this in, this down. This is like way too big of a nostril now. Move it up and then move it in like that. There we go. She's got kind of a small nose, but that works. Since I'm from a tribal community, which is considered a backward society, am I a redneck in India? I didn't know redneck applied outside of the US. I have to take you guys' word for it. It's it's the derogatoriness comes because it's like people would always be sunburned on the back of their necks, I think. But maybe I'm wrong. But it seems like that could happen in any country. Yeah, okay, let's add a few of these breaks in and then we'll get it inked and see how it looks. You know, I like them when they go up a little bit like this. There's one. I want this to have a little bit sharper of an edge. I'll bring that down. I'm going to be like, try not to be too picky with these. So I'm adding little anchor points here. I don't know if people want to know. 3 anchor points, and I'm taking rid of their little, whatever these little things are called. And then I'm just moving it up like that. And that creates a nice break. I don't want it to be like too far over. You can have it be pretty straight. For balance, like when one's broken there and one's broken there. Maybe I'll add another one here. When you get rid of these stabilizer things, sometimes you have to re-add one like way up there or something. So you don't have, like I took this one away and it made it real narrow, so I'll just pull that out a little bit. I want this one to go up like that. And you have some breaks in the things. Oh, you gotta go now? See you guys next stream. Okay, well have a good day, Mexicano. I hope you enjoy. I probably won't see you before Christmas, so I hope you have a good Christmas. I guess we just picked it up from US movies. How is this chat so multicultural? That's the great thing about the internet. It's very global. I think it's kind of fun. I'm always curious, like what Christmas traditions and stuff other people have, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, what holiday fun things you do. My family's big on the eating a big meal. I'm looking forward to those mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes, but I never like eat them. I try not to eat them too much, like outside of holidays and stuff. They're not the best, like healthiest thing. Because I should explain, because when I make them, they have cream in them, they have a ton of butter in them, and I usually put gravy on them, so it's It's like a meal in one. I also like the dressing, which is just all bread. Alright, add a few of these. I don't think I'm going to add them to the little ones. I'm just going to add a few to these bigger ones. This is looking good. I don't want to add too many more because it's already looking kind of like she's got some frayed wings. I can take some out if I have to, so I'll add one here. Let's have this one go up a little bit more. One here. I don't want to match them up to the others because I want to break in the line. And we'll have one up here, I guess. It is an international sensation. Alright, let's go over here and add a few breaks here, and we'll get her pinned. I keep looking at this hand. I'm gonna work on it just for a sec, and then I'll go back. Her fingers are very long. Need to be a little bit more shaped in. Except I don't want to give her like a bony look, so I might bring this up like that. Try to match these up a bit. It's just like such a bulky hand I drew. And then this one looks a little bit better. And then this one looks a little bit better. Maybe bring these in just a bit. Alright. Still not the best, but at least the figures seem to be matching up a little bit better. This hand might be the same kind of problem with the fingers are a little bit too long. I'll just shrink them in a little bit like that. There we go. Alright, now we'll go break up a few of these feathers. And who likes pumpkin pie? Have you guys ever had that? It's a very divisive pie. I like it with whipped cream on it, but I'm not like a fan of it plain. But I always eat it because my mom makes it. She really likes her pumpkin pie, so I'm always like, that's the best pie ever, Mom, thanks. I hope she never watches this live stream. I don't think my parents ever watch my live streams. So I'll probably be good. Your mom, sister, I guess I should say mum. It trips me up. My mum, my sister, and I are gonna have a delicious homemade roast meal and then a few alcoholic beverages. Can't wait for Mom's homemade trifle. That sounds good. I should make some eggnog. My chickens stopped laying eggs though, and the best homemade eggnog is with like really fresh eggs. Those little bums stop laying eggs in the winter. How do they? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't want to lay eggs if it was this cold either. The problem is they all go into a molt right before winter or sometimes during winter. And when they go into molt, they don't lay eggs. Alright, so let's see. That's a good one there, I think. I have one up here. Like so. And like this. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I guess we should do one on this one. Looks weird having like one long one without it. So we'll do one here and one right up here. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think she's ready to be lined. So I'll give a line there, get my brush in order. Make sure it's 100% hardness. We'll do 4 for this size, I think. And then I'll go up to 5 and simulate pressure, which is such a weird saying. But there it is. So have a little bit of line variation. Yeah, there we go. We've got our inked angel. Do you have the ingredient? I've never had pie. Want to though? Oh, you've never had any pie? It's really good. You make like a buttery crust and then you put some kind of filling in it. It's good stuff. You could even put like chicken pot pie and stuff in it. Although I would never eat chickens. My babies. I just wanted to try eggnog. What actually is it? Eggnog is like, it's like a really thick, creamy drink with actual eggs in it. Like, I think you cook them so they're like 165 degrees and you blend them so they're still in that liquid form. So it's like a real big punch. And then adults add like rum to theirs or something. You don't have to do that or not. It's like a really sweet and thick drink and it's got some nice flavoring in it. I don't know the recipe off the top of my head, otherwise I'd tell you. I assume it's milk, eggs, sugar, and maybe like a little bit of nutmeg or something. But yeah, it's good. I like it. It's really thick. Like it's like one of the thicker. It's like a milkshake that's melted, but it's not gross like a melted milkshake would be. It's not quite as sweet as a milkshake either. She looks fantastic. Thanks. Thank you, Rubu Tani too. Okay, I have a little bit of time left. I'm gonna have to go out and change the animals' waters soon. But I'm gonna do a base color, I think. Or I could put out just the line art, I guess. I don't know if anyone is ever interested in that. I'll just do a base color. I don't like how high this one goes up, so I'm gonna reset a bit. I'm sure there's a lot of unconnected lines. So we'll do a base color, and then maybe I'll finish her and post her in my community outreach, whatever that thing is called. Let's pick a background color first, though. That's kind of nice. You're intrigued. You want to try it? Yeah. It's good. I like it. And then you can put some alcoholic drink in it, like I said. Alright, let's go in and try to fill in some of these gaps. I didn't do it before. I penned it out, so there'll be some here. If I can even... Man, I should have just done this with the pen tool. Okay, let's see. Gaps in the wings. I have a little overlap in one here. Just kind of shrink that down a bit. I don't think that's a gap. That one's filled now terribly, but whatever. There's another gap in the wing. Gap in the wing. I had some overlay here. Alright. Do we have any around here? I think that's closed. Let's check this other wing while we're at it. Usually I go in with the pen tool and I make sure these are all sealed, but for time's sake I'll do this clumsy little fill-up way. Just make sure all the connective parts are closed off. Anywhere that's open, the magic wand goes past. Make a video of you making it. I don't think it's a very easy thing to make by hand. I think it's one of those things where you have to really know how, you have to kind of cook eggs in a liquid form. So if you do it, I would love to see. I've made it before. I made it once and I didn't add like any sugar, I think, by accident. It wasn't that good. But okay, while I'm here, I might as well go see if any little line chunks are missing. I think she looks pretty well lined in. Let me put this back. And yeah, so we'll just do a base color for her wings. We have the obvious choice of spotlight. No. Okay, I'm messing up. Here we go. We have the obvious choice of like a white. Oh, did I deselect? Whoops. That's kind of I try to make that a little bit yellow so it wasn't pure white. Pure white would look like that. Or we could do, I kind of like the idea I don't know, she's a Christmas angel. Would she look good with green wings, or would this be weird? It's kind of yellowy. Let's go real bold. Let's just try it and see what a bold green would look like. It's kind of cool. Oh, I should try to master it before I record. There might be a big smoking crater. No. I'm gonna make her Christmassy colors because I'm a weirdo. I'm gonna give her either green or we could give her red wings. What would red wings look like? Looks kind of cool. Yeah, you guys vote. Do you like the green or the red better? I'm gonna leave red until the votes come in. If it's red, she could have this green skirt. And let's get like a nice, I kind of like a yellow green for this kind of skirt. Like an olive kind of green. And then the darker, I think you'll do fine. Yeah, I agree. Let's have the darker green for the skirt, and maybe the boots might be nice. Actually, I want these more. And the blue range for the darker green. Like that. This is turning in weird. I like it though, I kind of like it. She can have what color tights? I think just white might be nice. It's a good off color. Her hair, brown, I guess. It's kind of a Christmassy color. A chestnut brown. Let's see, like this one maybe. And then we'll have some, let's see, her sleeves can be dark green. Bring that color up. I'm a matchy person, even though fashion people gasp. This one turned out so unruffled compared to this one. I might have to go in and fix that later. Yeah, something like that. And then this maybe too. I have lots of matchy matchies. Imagine doing it live. What could possibly go wrong? I've messed up some stuff before. Sugar making is always really hard. It's easy to make like candies and stuff, but it's really easy to mess them up too. So it's hard to say that they're easy necessarily. It's the temperature thing that's the problem. Is you never know if the temperatures are gonna be good. Okay, let's give her some skin. She looks a little rosy, which is okay, but she's got those red wings, so it might kind of clash. Yeah, we'll go even a little bit more yellow. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And I don't know what this bodice one. I guess we'll go white. Or I could go like another kind of green. An even lighter green. Yeah, that looks good. It's the strangest colored angel, but it's the traditional red, green, and I guess white. Yeah. I'll just do a couple little cleanups and I think we'll be good with that. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to go in here. She's got some color eyes. Should I give her? I guess we'll just go with green because I'm boring. Let's fill this in. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time to finish coloring her, shading her and stuff, but like I said, I'll finish it and post it on that like little message thing you can do where I'm always just like, hey, I have to cancel my live stream. That's the one. um, maybe I'll put it on Twitter. It's been so long since I logged on to Twitter. I bet there's like messages of people being like, "Hey, what's up?" And then it's like crickets. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, "Hey." I just feel bad for people. I need a smartphone so I can keep in better touch. Oh, I didn't do the trim. I do still want that like golden kind of trim. Oh, we just get this color here. Let's just do this whole thing in the golden color. Very Christmassy. She looks like a dragon maiden. Maybe she's a Christmas dragon maiden. She's got that going for her. And then we'll have them here. A little bit of color in this way. Pick up this green while I'm here and this red. I don't know how much. Oops. I'm gonna pick up this green. Yeah, we'll clean up some of this. And then put the yellow in like this. Look forward to seeing this finished project. I think I sent you a uh-oh. I used to get like notifications in my email and I don't anymore, and I don't know how to fix that. Like someone said I must have turned them off, but I don't think I messed with my Twitter settings at all. I think my email, I don't know, my email's messed up. Sometimes it goes like crazy, and I'm supposed to get like all my YouTube stuff in like a filter part. So I don't get, you know, like if someone has replied to my comment or liked my comment or given a heart or any of that, I get like emails about it. And so if I've left like, you know, 100 comments that day, or we'll say, let's say I've left 200 comments that day, and I get, you know, 50 replies and plus hearts and all this stuff, it adds up. And then I get all this stuff buried. And that just fixes itself after a while. I don't know what happens there. Anyways, another long story short. I used to get notifications for Twitter, but now I have to go in and check daily. I just need to remember to do it. So I guess I should say I'm really sorry. I hope you didn't think I was ignoring you. I just am really... I'm a space case, yo. Let's get these in here. Just gonna make these all one color. I guess I have some patches there. Yeah. Okay, well, there we go. So she has a little bit of coloring to do. I mean, a little bit of shading to do, but then she's pretty much done. Yeah. I hate to say it, but I have to get going because it's time for me to go change the animal waters. I also have to wrap one of their feet. Got a little cut on it. Been keeping it wrapped. So anyways, thank you everyone who joined me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ruby and Video James. Anyone else is still lurking around. I'll post this later when I have it done. And I'll go respond to those Twitter messages right before I go out. And yeah, hopefully I'll be catching up with things. I still have like one big push where I have to do like some wrapping and pre-cooking for Christmas, but I'm not going to be driving around as much. So, hey Bucky, hope you have a good one. So yeah, thanks everyone. I appreciate you for stopping by and keeping me company on my strange Christmas angel. Dragon Maiden Christmas angel. I hope everyone has a good day, night, evening, whatever. Take care. And I will see you. I'm not going to do a stream Wednesday because it's going to be Christmas, but I'll see you probably a week from today. So, yeah, have a good one. Thanks, everyone. And bye-bye.